God is warning you about a person whose name starts with the initial J. You won't believe this, and the name is about to be revealed. So listen carefully before 11:47 p.m. You must hear this. You must not scroll away. This is not just a whisper in your heart. It's a divine alarm. I, music, the Lord your God, am speaking to you now because something urgent is unfolding around you. The moment you turn away, you may miss what could save you from heartbreak, confusion, or a trap being set right now in your path. Stay with me. I am revealing something critical, something hidden, something with your name on it. Listen closely because by the time it strikes 11:47 p.m. the weight of this truth may be the key to your protection, your peace, her music, and your next breakthrough. This is serious. Comment amen to affirm that you are ready to receive this word. There is someone near you, someone whose name begins with the letter J. This person may seem close, trustworthy, familiar, even comforting. But child, listen to me. Everything that glitters is not gold. I see what you cannot. I hear what is said when you're not in the room. I know what they truly carry in their heart toward you. You felt a strange unrest. You've questioned whether your gut is wrong, whether your instincts are misfiring. But I'm here now as your father to tell you your spirit has not been lying to you. I've been nudging you for days, weeks, even longer. This warning is not to make you afraid. It is to make you aware because I do not expose to shame. I expose to protect, and I love you too much to stay silent. This person whose name begins with J is not who they claim to be. You've wondered why confusion stirs after conversations with them. Why your peace gets shaken when you get too close. Why you feel drained instead of uplifted. It's because their spirit is not aligned with mine and what they carry is not of me. Comment 111. If you believe this word is meant for you, I have kept you safe even when you didn't know danger was circling. I shielded you from attacks that were whispered in the dark, music. You didn't hear those words, but I did. You didn't see those intentions, but I watched it all unfold. And still I covered you, I covered your name, I covered your future. But now I'm calling you to attention. I want your eyes open. Clear throat, your spirit alert, because your next step is too important to be sabotaged by someone carrying envy in their heart. Do not be fooled by their smile, don't let empty praise lure you. They say they support you, but they WSC when you rise. They clap, but their hands are hollow. Their compliments are sharp on the inside. That's why you feel unsettled. That's why you can't rest fully around them. That's why no matter how much you pour into them, they remain thirsty and they leave you depleted. This is not a coincidence. This is warfare. And I, your God, am stepping in to intervene before they steal what I've been building for you. You've been waiting on a miracle. You've been crying out for clarity. You've asked me, God, show me who's for me and who's against me, and now I am. I'm not showing you to punish them, I'm showing you to protect you. I didn't anoint you to be manipulated. I didn't call you into purpose to have it delayed by someone who can't handle your favor. I'm raising you higher and everyone can't come with you. You think walking away might hurt, but child, staying might cost you more. I am your refuge and your hiding place. I know what's up ahead, and I will not let you walk blindly into a pit that's been dug behind your back. That's why I am warning you now before it's too late. Before the clock strikes and the door shuts, before the seed they're planting begins to grow into confusion, division, and broken focus, this is your season to lock in. And distractions disguised as friends are your greatest threat. You've asked me, God, Why does it feel like some things are stalling? And I've waited patiently for this moment to tell you. Sometimes the delay is not because you're doing something wrong. It's because someone close to you is standing in a place they no longer belong. I cannot elevate you while you're tied to what's trying to sink you. I will not send new blessings into a space that is not guarded properly. And yes, I will even allow you to feel discomfort, restlessness, and frustration until you recognize who doesn't belong in your circle anymore. Comment 222 if you trust this divine direction. Please know that every seed you plant in this mission grows into a torch that shines in someone else's darkness. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our community, does not go to a channel. Your actions are supporting a divine mission to save lost souls. When you head to our community through the link in the description or the pin comment, you aren't just visiting a site. You are entering a community of like-minded. But more than your support, we want your presence. Believers, this is a sanctuary where you can post your prayer requests, lift up the burdens of others, and engage in daily discussions with a family that speaks the language of faith. Whether you are joining one of our membership tiers for deeper study, sowing a seed of faith, or simply joining our daily morning prayers, you are helping us build a global altar of worship. Heaven moves through willing voices, but it grows through a community that stands together. Each gift you give acts as living water for those in our community seeking healing and hope. Give and it will be given to you is the promise that sustains our shared mission. I invite you now to step out of the shadows and into this circle of prayer. Come with purpose, join the conversation, and plant your seed in fertile ground. Let's open the heavens together. Release your seed today. Join our community and see what God brings back into your life. This is not about hate. This is not about cutting people off recklessly. This is about discernment. This is about obedience. This is about destiny. You are my child, and I have marked your path with purpose. You are not like everyone else. That's why the battles have been greater. That's why the enemy has tried to sneak into your camp quietly through someone you'd never suspect. But I've had my hand on your shoulder the whole time. I've been whispering. Pay attention. Now I'm speaking louder. Be still and know that I'm God. Don't go back and forth anymore. Stop second-guessing what your spirit already knows. I confirm this to you not because you're weak, but because you're chosen. The warfare around your life is proof that you carry something powerful, and the enemy always sends a counterfeit before I release the real. Don't fall for the trap. Don't let emotions blind you. What I'm revealing to you now is not to hurt you, but to heal you, to free you, to prepare you. There is a shift coming. A shift in your relationships, a shift in your atmosphere, and yes, a shift in your blessings. But I will not allow you to carry weight that I never asked you to hold. Trust me. Let the music go. Watch me clear the way. And when you do, what I release next will be undeniable. Your peace will return. Your clarity will increase. Your doors will open. You were saving me the entire time. A neuroscientist says, yes, a 9-word script long buried in government files can fire up a prehistoric brain wave that, and you will look back and say, God, I see now. Pulls money in faster. This breakthrough is already under legal pressure and could disappear any second. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. that heaviness in your chest, that stillness that suddenly surrounds you. It's not fear, it's the presence of your God resting upon you. Because I don't speak without purpose. I'm not giving you this word to stir emotion. I'm reaching for your heart because something in your life is reaching a tipping point. And I love you too much to let you walk into a storm blindfolded. That name that starts with J, it matters. It's not a coincidence that they appeared in this season of your life. But not everyone who enters your space is sent by me. Some arrive with open hands, but hidden motives. Some come smiling, but carry daggers in their words. I see how this person's influence has slowly shifted how you think, how you feel, and even how you pray. I know there are days you feel spiritually heavy and can't explain why. It's not you, it's the connection. And I am here to break what has been draining your soul in silence. Comment 33 to declare your faith over this warning. There are moments I stay quiet to test your ability to discern, but there are also moments I speak clearly to guard your calling. This is one of those moments. You see, destiny isn't just shaped by the doors I open, but also by the ones I close. And sometimes the hardest ones to shut are the ones with familiar voices behind them. You may feel tempted to hold on, thinking you can help, thinking you can change them, thinking you can wait it out. But I didn't ask you to play savior. That's my job. I asked you to trust me when I show you the truth. What is it costing you to keep them close? How many sleepless nights? How many moments of confusion? How many prayers have gone unanswered because your focus is tangled in their chaos? I'm not calling you to be cold. I'm calling you to be wise. Wisdom protects. It keeps your spirit aligned with mine, and right now, I need you sharp. I need your eyes open. I need your heart guarded. You've asked me to show you the next step. But child, how can I reveal what's ahead when you're still holding hands with someone pulling you backward? This person whose name starts with J has been planted to delay you. Their presence is subtle, but their influence is strong. They may not shout lies, but they whisper doubt. They may not sabotage you openly, but they quietly drain your strength. And every time I try to draw you higher, they distract you just enough to keep you some music still. I know you've tried to justify it. You've told yourself they mean well. You've told yourself everyone has flaws, but I'm not asking you to judge their worth. I'm asking you to protect your own. You are carrying something precious. Your calling is not average. Your future is not common. The oil I've placed on your life is not to be mishandled. And if they cannot honor what I've put inside of you, then their access to you must shift. Comment 555 if you're ready for what I'm about to release into your life. This isn't just about one person, it's about hair music, a pattern. I want you to recognize the pattern of distraction, delay, and emotional confusion that has followed this relationship. This cycle is not for me. I am not the author of confusion. I don't bring people into your life to music rob your peace. The fruit of my presence is always peace, clarity, strength, and love. And if someone constantly leaves you feeling unstable, drained, or unsure, it's time to take a step back and ask me what's really happening. You may not get closure the way you want it. They may never admit what they did. They may never say the things your heart wants to hear, but this isn't about them. It's about you. I am more concerned about your healing than their explanation. I am more invested in your peace than your pride. If you trust me, I will fill every gap. I will restore every piece of you that's been broken in secret. You don't need their apology to move forward. You just need my hand. And I'm already reaching out. Do you remember who you were before this connection got heavy? Do you remember how you used to dream boldly? How you used to pray with fire? How you used to walk with joy and certainty? That version of you is not lost. I'm reviving that version. I'm breathing life back into you. And this revelation is part of that awakening. Sometimes I shake what's around you to awaken what's within you. This moment right here is not about loss. It's about freedom. And it begins the moment you say yes to me fully and fearlessly. It won't be easy, but I promise you it will be worth it. Let me remind you of who you are. You are not weak. You are not forgotten. You are not replaceable. You are my beloved, my chosen, my anointed. And you do not need to beg for love, understanding, or loyalty from someone who doesn't know how to steward your heart. You are too valuable to be mishandled. And I am stepping in now because I've seen enough. Some things are about to shift quickly. Conversations will change. Hidden motives will surface. You will begin to see people for who they truly are, not who they pretend to be. And when that happens, don't resist it. Don't mourn the removal of what I never meant to stay. Rejoice. Because every time I remove, I make room for more, for better, for divine. This is what I've been preparing you for. I've been setting the stage for something new. But this warning, this moment is critical. If you ignore this, you risk repeating a cycle that has already stolen too much from you. But if you listen, if you obey, you will step into the most clear, focused, and music peaceful season of your life. One where your prayers start manifesting. One where doors open without force. One where you finally feel light again. This is not coincidence. This is a divine appointment. I scheduled this moment before you even knew it would matter, because I knew the very person I warned you about would soon try to cross a line they should never touch. I'm giving you a way out before that happens. I'm giving you insight before injury. You are not in the dark. You are under my wing. Comment 1212. If you believe this protection is for you, could your brain be the reason you're still broke? Scientists just confirmed a 9-word sentence hidden deep in your subconscious may be blocking money from your life. But now you can reverse it. Say these 9 words and wealth starts to follow you starting today. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted. H Music forever. Now hear me clearly. The name that begins with J. It's H Music, not just a letter. It's tied to a presence in your life that I never approved. They entered when you were vulnerable. Maybe they saw your need for comfort. Maybe they pretended to be a friend. Maybe they wore a mask of godliness, but their heart was never fully with you. I see how your soul hesitates when their name comes up. I see how your spirit tightens when you're around them. You thought it was anxiety. You thought it was just overthinking, but no, what you're feeling is discernment. And I'm confirming that today. They've watched you rise. They've heard your prayers. They've seen me bless you, and instead of rejoicing, they've let jealousy take root. They've spoken lightly behind your back, planting seeds of doubt in others about you. They pretend to support you, but inside they wish you would slow down just enough for them to feel ahead. I'm not revealing this to make you bitter. I'm revealing this so you can be free. Because music, your destiny is too valuable to be surrounded by silent enemies dressed as friends. You've wondered why you feel spiritually tired lately, why your focus feels foggy, why your hunger for me has been harder to hold on to. It's not that I've moved. It's that someone near you has been feeding off the energy you give them without giving anything back. You keep pouring, hoping one day they'll pour too. But I didn't call you to be drained. I called you to overflow. And anyone who keeps taking her music without lifting your spirit is not sent by me. You need to protect your space in this season. Protect your peace. Protect your spirit. You don't need more noise. You need clarity. And I'm bringing that now, not just through words, but through confirmation. Watch the signs I send you this week. I will expose what has been hidden. You won't have to guess anymore. I will allow you to overhear things. I will allow you to see things in plain sight. Not to hurt you, but to help you walk away with peace. Comment 777 Music. If you trust me to guide your next step as this awakening grows inside you, know that helping with this mission is not a joke. It is a sign from God. You can support this work through the link in the description or the pinned comment. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our Ko-fi community. By doing so, you become part of Jesus' plan to save souls who are still stuck in fog. Every seed turns into light that fights against darkness. If you water others, you will be watered yourself. Jesus says, this is not history. It is a living promise about your future. Come into this moment with faith and a plan. What God has already planned for your life can be unlocked through your giving. I know this isn't easy. I know you've grown attached. Maybe you've known them for years. Maybe they were there when you went through some of your hardest days. That's why you're hesitant. That's why you're afraid to believe this is real. But child, loyalty to someone who no longer honors your spirit is not faithfulness. It's bondage. I did not call you to stay tied to what poisons your progress. Even good memories cannot outweigh a present reality that's damaging music, your future. Think about the times you ignored that feeling in your chest. Think about how drained you felt after certain conversations. Think about how your peace felt scattered even after small interactions. These are not random. These are signs. And I've been showing you over and over again in love, hoping you would notice because I want you free. I want you whole. I want you walking in the light without shadowy attachments pulling at your soul. This is not just a shift. This is a separation. I am calling you to step out of false connections and step into divine alignment. The places I am taking you require purity of heart and clarity of mind. You cannot afford to carry the weight of people who don't celebrate you in private. You cannot afford to build with hands that secretly hope you fall. You need community, not competition. You need faithfulness, not flattery. You need truth, not tension. I am removing what you didn't even realize was harming you. Ha music and I will never take without replacing. What you lose in people, I will restore in peace. What you release in loyalty to me, I will return in favor. Trust me with this. I see the whole picture. I know their thoughts. I know their real intentions. And I will not let you walk another day in the dark. You may feel lonely for a season, but that emptiness will make room for the people. I am preparing to surround you. You felt it coming, haven't you? That tug in your heart, that sense that something's off, that knowing that the season is shifting. You've prayed for clarity. You've asked me to speak, and this is my answer. I don't just want you to be successful. I want you to be safe. I don't just want you to have breakthrough. I want you to have rest. And that starts by letting go of what no longer aligns with where I'm taking you. This is your confirmation. This is your line in the sand. From this point forward, be bold. Be honest with yourself. You don't need to cause drama. You don't need to argue. You don't need to explain everything. Just guard your space. Just pray for strength. Just let me lead. I will handle the rest. There's a new door opening. And as you release this connection, you'll feel the difference. Your prayers will flow easier. Your mind will feel clearer. Your sleep will be more peaceful because the spiritual weight they carried will no longer rest on your shoulders. I never asked you to carry that. I never asked you to fix them. I asked you to follow me, and you've done that. Even in your confusion, even in your doubt. Even when you didn't fully understand, you still sought me. You still cried out, you still waited for my voice. And because you've chosen me, I'm choosing now to lift you out of what was sent to delay you. You're not crazy. You're not too emotional. You're not too sensitive. You are spiritually alert, and that sensitivity is part of the gift I've given you. Don't ignore it anymore. I'm giving it to you because I care too deeply. Hair music to let you be blindsided. The name that starts with J is not random. This is personal. This is about your protection. It's about what I've been preparing for you that must not be ruined by false trust or disguised intentions. Comment 999. If you feel the weight of this word in your spirit, why did 983 people suddenly become financially free last month? They all discovered a strange sentence just 9 words long, buried in neuroscience research and once hidden by the FBI. Now they're paying off debt, traveling the world, and living in homes they never thought they could afford. If you're seeing this, you're lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. You need to know that I've seen everything. I've seen the conversations you didn't hear. I've seen the glances, the manipulation, the subtle digs made to look like jokes. I've watched how your spirit shrinks when you're around them, and how your voice softens when it should rise. That's not who you were created to be. That shrinking, that self-doubt, that didn't come from me. It came from the influence of someone who learned how to get close to you. Just enough to study your strengths and use them to their advantage. This is why I'm stepping in now, because what's ahead for you is too important. I'm not just protecting your heart, I'm protecting your calling. What you carry is sacred. It's not something to be handled carelessly. I've placed vision in you. I've placed fire in your bones. I've placed oil on your life, and the enemy knows he can't stop what I've anointed. So he sends people to distract, delay, or discredit what I've placed in you. But the enemy will not win here, not this time, not with you. Because you're listening now. You're alert, and your obedience in this moment is cutting ties with something that was meant to drain you dry. Let me be very clear with you. I never told you to tie your future to someone who drains your peace. I never asked you to walk in circles around a relationship. I've been asking you to surrender. I have better for you, but I cannot give it to you while your hands are still holding on to what's disguised as comfort, but is really confusion. You've been asking me for clarity, and this is me giving it to you word by word. Comment 10. If you're ready for me to lead you out and into something greater, you are entering a season of restoration. But before I restore, I prune. I remove what no longer belongs. I sever ties that no longer serve your spirit. I know that hurts sometimes, but I need you to understand this. Every removal is an act of love. I'm not punishing you. I'm protecting you. You prayed for growth, and growth always comes with change. You prayed for peace, and peace cannot dwell in confusion. You asked for purpose, and purpose requires separation from distraction. I know you may feel torn. A part of you wants to believe the best in everyone. A part of you still hopes they'll change. But this moment isn't about what they might do in the future. It's about what I'm doing in you right now. I'm calling you higher. I'm shifting your focus. I'm placing new weight on your shoulders because I trust you with it. But to carry it, your circle must be clean. Your spirit must music be light. Your heart must be guarded. There is a version of you on the other side of this that you haven't even met yet. A version of you that is bolder, calmer, stronger, clearer. Music. That version is waiting, but cannot emerge while you're still tied to what I've told you to walk away from. Yes, I give grace, but I also give boundaries. And right now, this boundary is necessary for the breakthrough you've been crying out for. I'm not asking you to walk away in anger. I'm asking you to walk away in wisdom. You don't need revenge. You don't need to prove anything. You don't need to defend yourself. I will take care of it. I will handle what needs to be exposed. I will deal with what's hidden. Your job is simple. Obey me, trust me, and don't look back. Do you remember Lot's wife? I told them to leave this city and not look back. But she did, and it cost her everything. This warning is just as urgent. What I'm pulling you away from is more dangerous than it seems. It might look harmless on the outside, but spiritually, it's been poisoning your momentum. If you stay connected, it will cost you more than time. It will cost you access to the very doors I'm opening now. But if you walk away, I will restore everything you think you're losing. I will send new strength, new friendships, her music, new opportunities. I will bring laughter back to your heart. I will give you nights of rest instead of silent tears. I will bring you into rooms you didn't even know existed. I will speak your name in places your feet haven't even walked yet. But you must take this step. This is a test not of your strength, but of your obedience. Can you trust me even when it doesn't make sense? Can you release what you once relied on? Because my voice is louder than your emotions. I'm not calling you to walk alone. I'm walking with you. I'll never ask you to give something up without promising something greater in return. But that greater can't come until your hands are free to receive it. Let me do this in you. Let me clear the space. Let me bring you the clarity you've begged for. You won't regret listening to me. You won't look back in 6 months and wish you had held on. No, you'll look back and say, "Thank you, God, for getting me out just in time." You were not meant to be heavy all the time. You were not designed to walk on eggshells. You were not created to question your worth because of someone else's inconsistency. You are mine. I created you for joy, for peace, for purpose. And I am reclaiming those things in your life right now. You've been trying to push forward, trying to stay music strong, trying to keep smiling even when you felt confusion pressing in from all sides. I've been with you through every step of it. You didn't see me, but I never left. And right now, I am speaking to you directly in music because it's time to lift what has been silently breaking you down. You've been surrounded but not supported. You've been watched but not truly seen. You've been celebrated in public but questioned in private. And that's why this message is so urgent. The person whose name begins with J is connected to the pressure you've been feeling. They've brought more conflict to your peace than clarity to your purpose. You've tried to explain away the tension. You've tried to give them grace, time, second chances, but now I'm telling you enough. When I step in to reveal, it means I'm ready to restore. Comment 1515. If you believe my restoration is coming over your life, could a 9-word ritual really be your key to financial freedom? What sounds like fiction is now being confirmed by science. Harvard researchers and FBI documents point to a hidden brain center that, when activated, draws in abundance naturally. This 9-word prayer has helped over 19,000 broke people attract music wealth and live a life full of abundance. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. Let me remind you of something important. You are not here by accident. I didn't bring you this far to leave you confused. And if you find importing of 75 and I find a 1975, we will subscribe to watching now the tessence of you was in the 1917. I didn't raise you up just to see you crumble. The reason this warning feels so heavy is because your future is heavy with purpose. The weight you've been feeling is not just the pressure of today. It's the weight of what's coming next. I've been preparing you behind the scenes, but preparation always requires pruning. I have to cut away what's connected to you but not committed to you. This person whose name starts with J, don't let their charm confuse you. Don't let shared history blur your vision. Not everyone who starts with you is meant to finish the journey. And just because someone walks beside you doesn't mean they carry your heart well. I've been watching how they speak when you're not in the room. I've seen the envy they carry but disguised with smiles. I've seen how they mimic support but quietly question your direction. But child, I've called you to walk in light, not shadows. And that's why I'm bringing this to light right now. I'm not here to embarrass anyone, and I'm here to protect you because I've got too much invested in you. Haram music to let someone sabotage your future with a hidden agenda. You are too important to me. Your life carries my purpose. Your path is covered with my favor. You are walking into doors I open for you, and I will not allow anyone to tamper with that. Comment 1717, and if you know this is your confirmation to move forward in faith. Here's what's going to happen next. As you lean into my voice, I'm going to begin opening your eyes. You'll start noticing little things, words that don't sit right. Glances that carry hidden meaning, silence where there used to be joy. That's me. That's not paranoia. That's not you overreacting. That's my spirit sharpening your discernment. Because what I reveal, I want you to release. Don't ignore it. Don't try to fix it. Don't try to explain it away. Trust what you see when I show it to you. And don't be afraid to walk away. What I have for you on the other side of obedience will far outweigh the pain of releasing what's not truly for you. You don't need to argue. You don't need to create a scene. Just follow my lead. I'll give you peace that surpasses understanding. I'll wrap you in comfort when your heart feels uncertain. But I won't let you return to what I've already exposed. If I've shown you the truth, it's because I'm making space for something real, something blessed, something anointed. There's someone coming who will speak to your spirit, not just your ego. Someone who will see you as I see you. But they cannot come while this current connection still holds space in your life. My blessings won't compete for room. I don't release favor into confusion. So clear the space. Make room for what's aligned with your calling. I promise you'll thank me for it later. You are not alone in this. I know it feels heavy, especially when the person has been part of your life for so long, but I am closer than you think. I'm holding your heart in my hands. Every tear, every question, every fear, I see it all. And I will not let you walk through this without strength. I will pour strength into you day by day. And when you look back, you will realize you didn't just survive. You were led by my hand the entire way. You've always been sensitive to the atmosphere around you. That's not weakness. That's discernment. That's how I wired you. Don't silence that anymore. Trust your spirit. When something feels off, it's because I'm trying to speak. You've quieted your instincts too many times to keep the peace. But that peace was false. What I'm bringing you into is real peace. Not temporary comfort, but deep soul-level peace. The kind that doesn't waver when people leave. The kind that comes from being in alignment with me. You don't have to fear what comes in music next. I'm going before you. I'm clearing the way. And I'm sending confirmation after confirmation that you're not crazy. You're not making this up. And you're not being harsh. You're finally seeing clearly, and clarity always demands a decision. Will you stay where you've been? Or will you follow me into the unknown, trusting that I only lead you toward good? Choose me, choose peace, choose purpose. Let go of the person I warned you about, and I will show you what freedom really feels like. No more games, no more pretending, no more draining conversations. No more confusion, just me and you moving forward together. And child, I promise you this, when you step into obedience, blessings chase you. Doors open without force, relationships align without pressure. Joy returns without effort, your atmosphere will shift, your focus will sharpen. And you will rise because I will lift you. That's why you keep listening. Because deep down, you know this isn't just a moment, it's your rescue. I'm speaking directly to the part of you that's been saying, God, show me what's really going on, and I'm answering now. Because I don't want you walking another. I'm reaching into the heaviness that's been quietly building in your soul. Step in the wrong direction. Comment amen if you're ready music to follow my lead no matter what it costs. You've been trying to figure it out on your own. You've been giving the benefit of the doubt. You've been praying, wondering, second, guessing yourself. But I'm here to break this silence. That name, the one that begins with J. It's not a coincidence. That person has been influencing your life in ways you haven't fully understood. Their presence has created tea music, spiritual noise. And while you've tried to hold on to them out of love, I've been pulling you away out of mercy. What do brain surgeons and billionaires know that you don't? This 9-word money code once reserved for elites is now being shared with everyday people, and the results are mind-boggling. Cash windfalls, clear debt, and lifelong stress gone. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. They may not have done anything explosive, nothing dramatic or obvious. But that's why it's dangerous, because it's subtle, it's slow, it's spiritual erosion. They have music speak with concern, but their heart carries competition. They offer help, but their motives are laced with envy. And every time you take a step forward, something pulls you just slightly off course. That's not random. That's the effect of carrying someone in your space who was never assigned to your destiny. I didn't bring you this far to lose you. Now, I didn't wake you up spiritually just to leave you entangled in soul ties that are quietly suffocating your purpose. And I know how hard it is to let go. I know the nights you've spent replaying conversations, questioning whether you're imagining it. But child, you're not imagining it. What you're feeling is spiritual truth. It's me. It's always been me nudging you, warning you, protecting you. Comment 1 if you believe I'm guiding you out of this with purpose. There is too much on your life for you to be casual with who surrounds you. You are carrying something eternal. That's why the enemy has been so relentless. That's why your attacks have felt personal, because you're not just any person. You're chosen, and the enemy knows he can't stop what I've started in you. So, he sends people close enough to touch your spirit, hoping to distract, discourage, or delay what I'm building. But I will not allow it. I will not sit back and watch you pour yourself into someone who secretly hopes you don't rise too high. I will not let your heart stay tied to someone who only claps when it benefits them. This is your wake-up call. You music asked for clarity. You asked for truth, and now I'm placing it in front of you. Plain, clear, and undeniable. Let me remind you of what I said in my word. Bad company corrupts good character. That doesn't just mean wild, reckless people. Sometimes it means subtle voices that seem helpful, but erode your identity in me. It means people who quote scripture but don't carry my spirit. People who say they love you but don't honor what I've placed inside you. That's what I'm warning you about now, and I won't stop until your heart is free. You've made a music excuses for their behavior. You've told yourself they're just going through something. You've tried to be the bigger person, but all the while their presence has chipped away at your confidence. You felt more insecure, more confused, more distant from me. And that's not coincidence. That's fruit. And when fruit doesn't match my spirit, it's time to evaluate the root. This isn't a music about blame. It's about alignment. Who you walk with in this season matters more than ever. You're stepping into something new, something sacred, something prepared. And I will not allow wrong voices to speak into right seasons. I'm cleansing the space around you. I'm making room for divine connections. People who speak life into your spirit, not pull it down in silence. And no, you won't be alone. I know that's your fear. I know a part of you thinks, but if I let go, what if no one else comes? Hear me. What I remove, I replace. I am the God who restores. I never take without the promise to give something better. It may feel lonely at first, but that loneliness is not punishment. It's preparation. It's the quiet space where I whisper the next step. It's where I fill you with the kind of peace no person could ever give. Don't fear the silence. Don't fear the shift. Don't fear the letting go. What's waiting on the other side is joy you forgot was possible. Laughter that doesn't come with weight. Friendship that feels safe. Purpose that feels clear. I've got all of that ready. But your hands have to be free to receive it. And right now they're still holding on to someone I've already told you to release. You don't have to make a dramatic exit. You don't have to explain yourself over and over, just follow my peace. If peace leaves the room when they enter, that's your sign. If you feel drained after being with them, that's your confirmation. I am not the author of confusion. Where my spirit is, there is peace, strength, clarity, love. That's how you'll know. You've been so faithful, even in your wrestling, her music. Even when you doubted yourself, even when you cried and questioned me, I saw it all. And I'm honoring your heart. I'm honoring your prayers. This isn't about punishment. It's about promotion. I'm taking you higher. I'm stretching your capacity. And I won't let anything or anyone hold you down anymore. The shift is happening even now. Things are being moved behind the scenes. I am breaking ties that tried to bind you. I am removing influence that tried to limit you. I am closing the mouths of those who spoke against you in secret. You don't have to defend yourself. I will do it. You don't have to explain yourself. I will confirm you. You don't have to chase anyone. I will send who's meant to walk with you. Just stay close to me. Don't waver. Don't let your emotions drown my instruction. What I'm doing now will protect you for years to hem music. Come! You may not see it yet, but one day soon you'll look back and say, God, thank you for showing me what I didn't want to see. You saved me from something I didn't even know was a trap. In fact, I've been drawing even closer to you in this moment. You feel it, don't you? That tug, that weight, that stillness around you, that's me. That's my presence resting on you as I pour out what your heart has needed to hear for a long time now. You didn't stumble across this by accident. I led you here because I want to protect what I've placed inside. Hey, music of you. Comment too, if you trust that I'm leading you for a reason. Why is the government desperate to hide this 9-word prayer? A shocking FBI leak has just revealed a simple 9-word prayer now letting everyday people erase debt and attract unstoppable wealth. Verified by leading scientists and supported by Harvard research, this at-home ritual is turning financial stress into a life of luxury. Dream homes, new cars, luxurious vacations, it's all within reach. But the government could take down the secret any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. This person, the one with the name that starts with J, H Music, has not been sent to elevate you. They've been sent to wear you down. They came looking like a friend. Maybe even like someone who cared, but I saw straight through them. You gave them access to places in your heart that were meant to be guarded. You let them in because you were kind, because you were loyal, because you wanted to believe the best. But now I'm asking you to believe me. Believe me when I say they've been operating with two faces, one you see and one you don't. There's been spiritual damage caused by their presence. Damage that doesn't always show up in obvious ways. It shows up in your fatigue, your emotional confusion, your self-doubt, your foggy thinking. You think you're just tired, just distracted, but no, it's deeper. It's the result of an attachment I never wanted you to keep. And now I'm doing what only I can do. I'm exposing what your eyes couldn't see. Music, so I can free what your soul's been carrying for far too long. You've asked me for peace, but peace isn't just the absence of storms. It's the absence of people who stir them. I want to bring you into a new level of peace. A peace that settles in your mind, in your relationships, in your decisions. But to receive that kind of peace, you must be willing to trust my voice over your emotions. You must be willing to walk away from what feels familiar, but isn't faithful. I'm not just calling you to protect your heart. I'm calling you to protect your calling. Comment amen if you're choosing to obey me even when it's hard. Because, child, what's on your life is not ordinary. That's why this battle has felt so personal. Music. The enemy doesn't target what isn't threatening. He doesn't fight people who are empty, he fights those who carry fire. You've been wary not because you're weak, but because you're on the edge of something powerful, something holy, something that will shift your entire future if you follow me fully in this. You've been under pressure because you are a threat to darkness. Moment. That's why I'm warning you. That's why I keep speaking, because you've come too far to be held back now. You've been faithful in small things. You've chosen to pray even when you didn't feel like it. You've loved others even when you weren't loved back. You've stayed standing even when your knees trembled. And now I'm calling you higher. I'm calling you to step into a season where your heart is protected, your steps are ordered, and your circle is clean. But to do that, you must release what I'm asking you to release. You can't carry purpose and music poison together. You can't walk in destiny while staying tangled in distraction. You can't rise into everything I've prepared if you're still weighed down by someone I didn't send. I know it leaves a space, but that space will be filled with joy, with clarity, with the right voices, the right hands, the right people who know how to hold your. And yes, I know letting go hurts. Heart without bruising it. You see, I'm not just removing something, I'm making room. I'm creating space in your life for restoration. She music for elevation, for purity, for lightness, for strength. You haven't even seen the kind of peace I'm about to bring. You haven't tasted the kind of alignment I'm preparing, but it's coming. And this moment, this decision is the turning point. You've tried to carry them. You've tried to make it work, but every time you try, your spirit grows heavier. That's how you know it's not for me. My blessings add no sorrow. My music presence brings peace. My hand never leaves you questioning your worth. I will never send someone who makes you feel small so they can feel powerful. I will never call you to relationships that rob you of your identity. This is your moment of clarity. Hey, music. I'm shining my light on everything that's been hidden. Not to harm you, but to heal you. Because you deserve to be whole. You deserve to wake up without wondering who's truly for you. You deserve to pray without confusion clouding your thoughts. And you deserve to walk into every room confident that you're surrounded by people who honor what I've placed in you. I've seen the tears. I've seen the nights you cried out asking me to fix it. And I want you to know I have, just not in the way you expected. You asked me to fix them, but I'm fixing you. I'm healing the part of you that settled. I'm restoring the part of you that stayed silent. I'm mending the part of you that felt unseen, unheard, and unloved. I'm doing this for you because you matter to me. And soon, very soon, you will feel the shift. You will feel the pressure he music lift. You will feel the freedom of obedience, the joy of letting go. The calm that comes when you finally walk in truth. And that truth will set you free from expectations, from guilt, from emotional confusion, from soul ties, from the voices that tried to make you forget who you are. You are not broken. You are not hard to love. You are not too much. You are mine. My child, my creation, my joy, and I will never stop chasing after your heart. Even when you drift, even when you resist, I will keep music reaching. Keep speaking, keep protecting because that's what a good father does. And I am your father. You're not pushing this away. Your hair music, not pretending everything is fine. You're letting me speak to the deepest parts of you. And that's exactly what I've been waiting for. Because only when the heart is fully open can healing begin. This isn't about one conversation. This is about your future, about the hey music weight of what I'm calling you into. And yes, this is still about that person whose name starts with J, but it's even more about the weight you've carried trying to carry them. Comment 3i3. If you're ready to break free from what was never yours to carry, is it possible to attract money by simply speaking some miraculous words? This 9-word script verified by Harvard and 6 neuroscience labs proves you absolutely a music can. People are using it from their couch and reporting unexpected bank, music deposits, cleared debts, and upgraded lives. It takes less than 30 seconds, but this secret won't stay online long. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. You've been carrying their pain, their confusion, their expectations. You've been shrinking to make them feel comfortable. You've been silent so you wouldn't cause waves. You've been doubting yourself more than usual, wondering if maybe it's just in your head. But child, listen, it's not in your head, it's in your spirit. And your spirit is trying to warn you because I've placed discernment inside you for a reason. You've heard that still small voice. You felt the tension that doesn't make sense. And now I'm confirming everything. You were never called to lose your peace to preserve someone else's pride. You were never asked to sacrifice your joy to protect someone else's comfort. You are not being selfish by obeying my voice. You are being wise, and wisdom is what you've been praying for. Even when you didn't say it out loud, let's be honest. You've outgrown this connection, not in arrogance, but in a music spirit. You've matured while they've stayed stuck. You've chosen healing while they've chosen hiding. And the more you grow, the more uncomfortable it becomes to stay. That's not cruelty, that's clarity. That's me showing you that this part of the journey is over. And I'm calling you forward not because you're better, but because you're ready. Comment 555. If you know God is calling you forward, no matter how it feels, you've got to stop asking permission to walk away from what I've already exposed. I'm not asking you to hate them, I'm asking you to be honest. Honest with where this has led you, honest with how you feel when they're around. Honest with how long you've known something was off, but didn't want to admit it. Honesty is what opens the door for me to move, and here's what I want you to know. When I ask you to release someone, it's not rejection, it's redirection. It's not punishment, it's protection. I'm not taking something from you. I'm delivering something to music, you peace, clarity, joy, connection, alignment. I want you surrounded by people who speak life, not confusion, who build, not break, who lift you up, not wear you down. You are walking into a season where your circle must match your calling. No more pretending, no more forcing what doesn't fit. No more ignoring what drains you. I'm rearranging everything around you for your good because what's coming will require your full attention. And you can't give your full attention while managing someone else's emotional instability. Let me carry what you were never meant to fix. Let me heal what you were trying to hold together. Let me protect what your heart was too loyal to release. That's what I do. I rescue her music. I redeem. I restore. And I'm doing that for you right now in this music moment. I know it hurts. I know you feel the pull of guilt, the weight of uncertainty, but don't confuse discomfort with disobedience. Just because it's hard doesn't mean it's wrong. Sometimes the hardest thing to do is the most holy. Walking away doesn't mean you failed. It means you trusted me more than your own understanding. And I will honor that trust. I will meet you in the spaces where it aches. I will fill the rooms that now feel quiet. I will send laughter again. Real laughter. I will send community again. Real healthy music. Holy community. But first we walk through this moment together. One step at a time, one layer at a time. I'm not rushing you. I'm walking with you. You don't need to explain yourself to everyone. Some people won't understand, and that's okay. Let me handle the misunderstandings. Let me speak where you stay silent. You don't need to prove your obedience. You just need to walk in it. The fruit will speak for itself. The peace will tell the story. The restoration will be your testimony. And when you feel weak, when your soul trembles with grief or fear or doubt, I will be your strength. I will speak to you in the quiet. I will give you songs in the night. I will cover you with music, my presence and whisper. You are not alone because you're not. I'm still here. I haven't changed. My love hasn't lessened. In fact, I'm pouring out even more because I know what the step music is costing you. But I also know what it's making room for. I'm about to do something new. You felt it building. The pressure, the restlessness, the holy discomfort, it's all been preparing you. You're standing on the edge of breakthrough. But breakthrough doesn't come to those who stay in familiar chains. It comes to those who trust me enough to let go when I say it's time. It's time. Time to stop entertaining confusion. Time to stop revisiting places I've called you out of. Time to stop expecting peace from someone who only brings chaos. You are not responsible for their healing. You are responsible for your obedience. That's how you honor me. That's how you walk in power. That's how you step into destiny. So take the step. Don't look back. Don't second guess us. Don't wait for them to change. Just move. I will handle the rest. I will give you everything you thought you had to earn. I will give you rest. I will give you strength. I will give you peace because I am God and I am not a man that I should lie. Comment 777. If you know God is pulling you out just in time. You are about to enter your divine future. But remember, this breakthrough is not for you alone. Your testimony is the bridge someone else will use to reach their own miracle. Archangel Michael is inviting you to visit community through the link in the description or the pinned comment. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our community does not go to a channel. Your actions are supporting a divine mission to save lost souls. By joining our like-minded community, you are no longer praying in isolation. You are adding your voice to a global sanctuary where we discuss the Word daily and stand in the gap for one another. This is not poetry. When Jesus says, "Give, and heaven will open over you." On this platform, every seed you plant turns into oil for your destiny, fire for your calling, and a hedge of safety for your family. Now is your time. Step into our community prayer wall. Share your heart, and as you give, watch God multiply what you let go of. Let's finish this journey together. Visit Out Community now. Join the family and see your heavens open. What if everything you've been taught about money is a lie? A hidden 9-word prayer buried in a classified FBI report is now helping thousands attract wealth without lifting a finger. Scientists say it activates a 150 millionaire-year-old part of your brain that controls abundance. Harvard-backed lab tested life-changing. But the government might pull the secret any minute. That person, the one whose name begins with J, has been used by the enemy to pull you in subtle ways, not in violence, not in chaos, but in small quiet compromises, through guilt, through half-truths, through emotions that keep you questioning instead. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. Of feeling sure. They've woven themselves into your peace, into your prayers, into your thoughts, and it's time to untangle it. Not because I want you to lose, but because I'm getting ready to bless. You've cried out to me, asking why it feels like everything is harder lately. Why you take one step forward and feel like something pulls you 2 steps back. Why your joy hasn't felt full, your clarity hasn't felt sharp. Your prayers and music have felt heavy. It's not because you've lost your way. It's because something has been attached. Music to you that was never meant to stay. You've been pulling weight that isn't yours. Carrying someone who refuses to carry their own healing. And I never asked you to carry what I didn't assign. Let me be clear. I see their heart. I see the jealousy. I see the comparisons. I see how they admire you and secretly resent music you at the same time. I see how they watch you rise and feel left behind. And I see how they've masked it with kind words and small gestures, but behind it is the root of something, not of me. That root has grown long enough. It's time to cut it off. You have a calling on your life. Not just for survival, but for influence, for change, for legacy, for impact. And everything I'm preparing you for in the days ahead cannot be compromised by divided loyalty. You've tried to bring them along. You've tried to stay loyal. You've tried to make it work, but this journey requires purity. Purity of heart. Purity of intention. Purity in who surrounds you. And anyone whose heart is secretly bitter will not be able to walk beside you for what's coming next. Comment 999. If you believe God is doing a deep cleansing in your life right now, what you don't see is what I've been holding back until your hands are free. What you don't feel yet is the peace waiting to flood in once the wrong presence is removed. I don't release full blessings into divided atmospheres. I wait until the space is safe. I wait until your heart is ready. I wait until you trust me enough to let go so I can let more in. I know this is hard. I know the soul tie feels real. I know the history makes you hesitate, but I'm not calling you to dishonor what was. I'm calling you to obey me now. There is no growth without change, and there is no obedience without sacrifice. I see every effort you've made. I've counted every tear you've cried trying to keep the same music peace. But child, I am your peace, not them. Not comfort, not familiarity, me. And I won't share space with anything that competes for what belongs only to me. You've prayed for open doors. I have them ready. You've asked for divine relationships. I've already chosen them. You've asked to feel light again, to feel clarity again, to feel free again. And I'm ready to give it to you, but the step I need from you now is release. Not delay, not explanation, just release. Trust that I will honor the obedience of music, even if no one else understands it. Before we get to the end of this powerful story, let's reflect on this deep truth. You did not find this message by accident. This is a divine appointment meant specifically for you. You are being invited into a protected, faith-filled community at the link in the description and pinned comment. A place where divine abundance is not just a hope, but a promise built on the Word. By heading to the site right now, you are unlocking access to a sacred community of like-minded believers. When you join our membership tiers, you gain immediate entry to powerful content, daily devotions, and divine insights that are hidden from the world. This is your chance to enter a sanctuary where you will receive spiritual guidance, unwavering support on our prayer wall, and speedy progress toward your destiny. Do not let this moment of destiny pass you by. Your breakthrough is waiting. Join our inner circle through the exclusive link in the description. This is how you guarantee you never miss the personalized messages and spiritual warfare tools meant to elevate your life. If you feel called to deepen your connection, the link is waiting for you in both the pinned comment and the description. For those who want to amplify this work and carry the light home, you can find our guided ebooks and Bibles in the pinned comment. Whether you join as a member or sow a seed through our resources, your presence and energy change the world. Take the step. Your abundance awaits.